everyone, welcome to 𝙤𝙧𝙨. So today we're gonna do another winter theme today, and my name for the theme will be Black Ice. Let me show you my inspiration. So I'm thinking using Jell-O for a glacier effect, and they're gonna be super easy. The product will work itself out. Then I'm gonna do stained glass gels, number 11. Then I'm gonna work with shadow and art gel. I'm gonna work with all kind of black color today, and it's gonna be sheer black. Foundation will be Milky and Pink Nude, like usual. Let me put on my website so you know where to shop. It's at www.𝙤𝙧𝙨. Gonna post that. Hi, Linz. Gonna post that, pin that. Hi, Diamond Nail Tricks. Yeah, everything's still not okay with the car issue. It's icy this morning, and it turned on, it start, and then it's not starting again. So the issue haven't been fixed. It's just someone dropped us up at work. So, all right, let me turn the screen back. Stop sharing over here.
I'm gonna request to join.
Let me invite you first, just in case. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Good morning, Danny. Hi, Candy Coded. Good morning. Hi, Maria. Taking our time stopping in Louisiana for the night. Be home tomorrow morning. She on the road. Maria. That's a great time to travel too. I hope it's not cold in Louisiana.
It might be.
Okay. Well, I'm just glad that we'll be able to come here. Just glad that we'll be able to come and get this done. So I need some more content today. Plan to take video and picture today, but I have to do it tomorrow. Today I got a few content I have to finish. Put it right here for latest. Alexa, yeah, go ahead.
Play lo-fi.
Here's a playlist you might like. Lo-fi hip-hop and Amazon Music.
Okay.
Were you in sync?
We were in sync. We will command Alexa at the same time. Why is this not sticking? Make sure that it's stick.
And today you're doing.
Today we're doing black eyes. Okay. So first, I am gonna do 2 nail bed. Double nail bed first. So I need Milky and Pink out. I need 2 of these out. Milky gel color, top gel, Pink Nude. Gonna aim these 2 fingers and go ahead and do a nail bed on it. Take this one down just a little bit. Okay. Okay, we want to be past 50% of the nails. Past the middle. Okay. This one have a little piece of dirt or something in it. I have to take it out. Make sure everything is nice and flat. Do the same to the other fingers. Then I'm gonna take an oval brush and I'm gonna clean up the French line. Make it nice and round. Then I'm gonna use Jell-O for the glacier effect. And we're not gonna use plastic food wrap this time, just because we have Jell-O, so we don't need plastic food wrap anymore. Okay. Now, when I'm done with this, I'm going to take an oval brush. This is a very old oval brush, by the way. Look at how jagged it is. It's like 2 years old. I rarely use oval brush, so I didn't change it. Okay, I'm gonna use alcohol this time. 90% alcohol. Paper towels. Okay. If you want, you can tell your client to turn their hand upside down like this. I'm gonna aim right at the middle. One line up. Gonna create like a deep fringe. And cut it and going up. Now you have yourself a deep fringe. All clear on the bottom. Same thing here. So this side have to be equal. I'm gonna leave the free edge a line and mark the deepest part right here. After I mark it, then I can go ahead and make a fringe. You don't want too much alcohol, by the way.
Could you use acetone instead?
I can use acetone instead. And you can definitely on top of acrylic now. But the reason why I don't use acetone this time, because this tip right here, if I use acetone, it's gonna melt it, and it's gonna have like a frosty layer, which it's okay to have a frosty layer because when you put top coat on, it disappear. But it's just gonna be there, and it's just gonna distract everyone. That's why I don't use acetone this time. But you can.
You don't rough up the surface before you draw? Does it stay?
Yeah, it's there. Yeah, all the gel I ever use is always stay on top of a non-buff surface. When I first started out, I used a generic brand I bought on Amazon before. I do have that problem at first, but now I don't have it anymore. I was suggesting this just to make it sort of match, and with this one needs to be a little higher. It's just a fine tuning part. Just because it's an Instagram feature set, so I'm gonna try to make sure that it is absolutely perfect. But you don't have to do that. If you do it on your client, you can just aim it as close as possible. I just want to make sure everything is perfect because she's gonna be watched by thousands and thousands, even millions of people.
Really?
Yeah, this. Like my velvet pants set, it's have been 3 million views already.
Ooh.
Very happy.
Hope we was on our best behavior that day.
3 million is a lot of people. That's like how the 7 billion people in the world. 3 million is like how much?
That's a lot.
700 million is 10%. 7 million is 10%. That's 1% of the world. 1%. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Divided by 100 and then divided by another 100. Yeah. No. I take it back.
You know what?
So
We
7 million.
3 million's a lot.
Right. 700,000, 700 million times 10 is 7 billion. Time another 100. Oh, 0.01. You can put another coat, and I am gonna do that. Just because my nail tip right here is clear tip. However, you do it on top of acrylic, you don't have to do another coat of Milky. Because what happened is right here, it will be your client nail bed, and it's not gonna be see-through. But I do it on here just because the nail is see-through. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that one so I can cure it while I'm working on the other one. See, alcohol make it nice and clean. Cure this. Acetone will be super clean too, but acetone, as I say, it will melt plastic tip. Anything that are gel, anything like that, it will melt it.
Um, Tara said she would give us $20
To add
make her mod.
her moderator.
The going price right now is $20. Do I got 25? Anybody got 25 for
Hey,
moderating position?
I make Tyler moderator.
For
Sorry, I forgot. I have a hectic morning.
Man.
I forgot.
Okay, I'll give you that. Jeez. Guess no morning, Sunday morning bidding wars.
Now, one thing about wiping the French line like this is sometimes you push the gel toward this and you will end up with a little bump right here. Just a tiny one. Not noticeable by amateur, but will definitely noticeable by picky people. You can file this when you're done. When you swipe up right here, sometimes it's pushing the gel to the top and it might have those little bumps. See that? Just tiny bit. Let me see. That's no bump right here. So that's good. I'm gonna put on a thin layer of pink nude. That will make it nice and elegant. So this is Milky that I did. Now I'm gonna use pink nude. This whole collection have been provided in the Ombre Gel Ombre kit. One of my newest kit is a Gel Ombre kit, and it have all the nude and all the milky white and shadow on that for you, and moonlight effect. I want to stay really close when I brush it. I don't want any streak or anything like that. And I'm gonna give it another layer. After this layer, I want another thin layer of nude pink. 2 thin layer is safer than 1 thick layer.
Second.
Look at this. See how beautiful it is already? First part is pretty boring, but this is where your money is being made right here because people love color like this. We haven't get to the fun part of art yet, but these background definitely worth to be studied. Hold on. Say I have a little bump right here before I put pink nude on. I want to take care of that. So whenever you have a little bump like this, before you put on another colors, you can put a file near it, run over a few times, just to make everything become flawless and perfection like that. See, now everything's clean and nice. You can do it every time you do a nail bed, if you wish to, just to make sure everything is flawless. The more flawless, the more money you're gonna make.
And the sale's going on till midnight today?
Till midnight today. This sell like almost 3 times as big as last year. I'm trying to debate should I make a post, cause usually people have like crazy big like sale. They have like making all kind of posts. I don't know. I always feel a little weird making those posts. I feel like it's showing off. Like people making posts and like how many packets they got in their warehouse, or like a truckload of full package. I wonder, I always kind of want to, but I
Well, how
feel,
about you just give them a thank you, everyone, and leave it
yeah,
at that?
yeah,
You know?
that'd be better. I feel like the other one is like showing off.
Well, we're not here to be boastful. We
Yeah,
can only show off
yeah, I don't care
the
about
beautiful work that these ladies
yes,
have took
yes,
your teachings
kiddos.
and growing with it, because ultimately that's what makes us smile. That and when you fill that tub up with rhinestones and you do the Scrooge McDuck
Yes.
swimming.
One day I'm gonna swim in rhinestone and I'm gonna make a video of it. Okay, so this is the second coat. Just a little more perfection to the colors before we move on. Just a nice, beautiful. See, 2 thin coat make it super nice. This is a type of base color that I love. If you do it for your client, it's have milky layer and it have pink layer. Get this. So I would say just double price at the French. I think the French right now is $10 a service. You can charge $20 for a coat of milky and a coat of pink nude. $20 service. You can add a name in there. I would say that this is like a virgin layers or before wedding or
You mean like virgin syrup?
honeymoon night. You need to add a name to your service. So your client be like, I want a honeymoon layers or before honeymoon layers or like a virgin layers or, something nice and classy, like basic bitch layers. I don't know. That's maybe a little too vulgar.
I think that's better than virgin series, because
Like a
either a
virgin.
lot of people aren't going to be able to get it, or
People want to be a
then we're
virgin.
going to be questioning everybody's nudity.
No, they want what they want. You just add a name to it. Kill this bridesmaid series, something like that. Okay, now we're done. We are ready for our Jell-O. So this is one of my product, Jell-O. It is 100% non-cell level. I am going to use it to make glacier. So I'm using the same oval brush. I'm scoop up a little bit of Jell-O. I do want to have a flash cure nearby. This one right here. Okay. So with this here, and then with Milky for now. So on the tips, what I do, you do want a clear tip. If you do acrylic, then you want a clear acrylic tip. If you do build a gel, then that's good. It's gonna be clear. And if you do press on, then you don't need to do anything. Tip is clear already. So you just touch it and you just make as much glaze as you like. Don't have to be thick neither. I'm gonna scoop just a little more. Touch it and pour. Touch it and pour. That's all you need. And it's non-cell level, so it's just gonna stay like that. It's not gonna blend back together like a typical gel will. Okay. So now when I'm done with this, I might go back and adjust a few details. Play with the pattern a little bit if you want to. Maybe give a big one right here. Make another slit. Okay, whenever you're happy, you cure it.
Can you use 3D jelly?
No, 3D jelly is non-cell, is cell level, smooth. Something that are non-cell level. You can use clear texture gel. That would be good too. Clear texture gel, cure in between will be healthy. It's almost as non-cell level as Jell-O. It can be smooth if you leave it for like 30 minutes or so, but you're not gonna take 30 minutes to do this. You're gonna take like a minute to do this. So that is a new cool effect that we have. There's no need for plastic wrap. Now 3D jelly, you can use it to make bubbles. That would be perfect.
2 quick questions. Jamie wants to know, couldn't you flash cure using 3D?
Flash cure, yes. Yes, you can.
And then for a client, would this design catch a lot of things underneath?
Depending on how thick it is. Now, since you already take the gel and you just pour it out, you just touch and pour it out, there'll be no tricky spot for dirt to get into it. Versus if you use plastic food wrap, you might have very close gap. But remember how you pour the food wrap out and it's difficult to pour it out? Those gap dirt will get in it and it'll stay in it. Versus this type of application is less dust, is less prone to dust because of the pattern that you apply. It doesn't require any wrap. You just touch and pour it out. So there's no close gap for the dirt.
Can you use Bluetooth? Thanks the stones.
Can you use Bluetooth?
I'm not sure what that means.
Uh, so she said, can you use Bluetooth? Thanks the stone. Yes, you can definitely use Bluetooth. So you can use Bluetooth on the phone. You can use Bluetooth on the radio. You can use Bluetooth on Alexa. And yes, you can thank the stone. We have many crystals.
Say her name.
We have many
Can you use
crystals.
the glue to put the Swarovski? I think that's what she was.
Oh, can you use the Jell-O to boost your Swarovski? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that just because it's messy and since it's a gel, you still have to seal it. So I wouldn't use that. For crystal, I would use clear texture gel because it's smoother. It's more convenient to you. So I would use clear texture gel for crystal. For crystal, my favorite way is using glue. But sometimes I have to use this, depend on my application. I have to switch to gel. If glue become inconvenient for like beading and certain type of application, then I switch.
Can you mix pigment with Jell-O?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And it's high gloss. It's high shine. I wonder what for though. But yeah, you can definitely mix pigment with Jell-Os. Yes.
All right. Be careful on your trip, Maria.
Be careful. Sounds really fun. She down in Louisiana right now.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think she's up in Louisiana.
Up. Oh, up.
Yeah, because
Not down.
she's in Florida, from
Oh.
Florida, so I think she drives up.
Okay. Now, these type of nail, you can only reach to about near. You can never do it on a nail bed. It's impossible because your client nail bed is there. So this is as far you can go with these type of nail. Cue this.
Pretty.
Time for black. So I'm gonna do this first using shadow and stained glass gel. I'm using this shadow because I am gonna ombre this black, the best black to ombre with. I'm gonna use that, and then I'm gonna use my stained glass gel number 11 to help. It's a cool black tone right here. I'm gonna use that. So shadow, and then stained glass gel number 11. Now later on, I'm gonna use art gel, but I'm gonna do this finger first because this finger is different than these fingers. If you do the whole hand like this, then it'll be less expensive. If they want a French tip like that, it'll be more money. You have to charge more money for that. So I'm gonna do a cheaper one first. You apply one coat of shadow gel, If you plan for the ombre to start fading about right here, then you need to apply a little more further down. So later on you can blend that part. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna fade it out. So when shadow is spread thin, it will be able to spread until there's nothing on it. I'm gonna spread it, and I'm gonna spread it again. I'm gonna spread it again. Look how amazing the ombre become, you guys. That's the easiest ombre I ever did in my entire life. The easy black ombre. You know about black ombre. You know how crazy it is.
Getting to the point you can do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Right?
Black ombre is very difficult. Before my old shadow, I couldn't do it. It's too opaque, even with thin layers. And you couldn't spread it until there's nothing on it. It's very, very pigmented. And a lot of people use it that doesn't know how when they just begin to do nails and they apply toothpaste and it's cut wrinkle. This one doesn't cut wrinkle. Hear this? Unless you like pouring gel on top of the nail. Other than that, you can apply a little thicker. It doesn't cut wrinkle. So beginner friendly also. See on the cuticle, I apply one layer and then I go back. Just add a little more on top of it. You can even dab, 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 dab like that near the cuticle and then you can pour down. Okay. Right about here, I'm stopping. Then I'm ombre-ing it. Clean your brush. Do it again. Clean your brush. And give me one more. So about now, it's about $60 service plus the black ombre is going up to about 80. Now the stained glass gels given an even 90. Here this. That is excluding the price of the foundation. The foundation costs more. $60 usually in Missouri or in New York or Florida. Foundation will cost up to 100. Foundation mean acrylic or builder gel. So I'm applying a coat of stained glass gel number 11. Stained glass gel is sheer. And clean your brush to make sure there's nothing on your brush and you just fade it down 1, 2. This is even more easier. So if all your clients have nail like that, then it's a little cheaper, but this requires a little more effort. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the pinky before I jump onto the other nails. So let's say Missouri is $60 for a foundation. This will be an extra $90 for all the nails to be like that. So you're looking at 130. No crystal, nothing yet, just 130. Hear this. Now, this finger included, it will be 180. Got this finger a little extra. I'm gonna use art gel. I'm gonna use art gel for the French line, just to make the French line a little more sharp and pristine. I'm almost using up this black art gel too. Black art gel are very popular too this week for the sale. Okay, now from here. So the reason why I do this, I just want to make sure that everything is like nice and sharp for me. After I'm done, I'm gonna clear that, and that should be the boundary that I shall not pass. Yeah, just like really sharp cut. Clear this. So that is an extra step that you have to do here, is to make sure that the fringe, the edge of the fringe is short, nice and sharp, so you can charge more money. Make sure it's sharp, flatter, nothing for people to pick at.
Take that.
Right. If your pen's a little crooked, then of course you're gonna charge a little cheaper. People are gonna be slightly unhappy about it.
Sure, you know they get the discount.
Yeah, it's not like you cannot charge slightly unhappy client. You just have to charge a little less. Now you put in shadow out here on the palette, so it's easier for you. Wipe your brush clean. Now you take in shadow, this shadow right here, gel polish. So you're painting a decent part right after the French line, just a thickened part, so you can ombre it down very quick. You don't want it to be too thick, because you only want a short, tiny little ombre. That's it. Paint it out, and then be careful right in this part, so it doesn't stuck on your client fingers. Then you can go ahead and use a clean ombre brush. To this point, I still don't use any top coat or anything, just because the shadow you can ombre very well. Stained glass shell you can ombre very well. So I don't need the help of any top coat yet. Blend that out. Okay, wipe your brush clean. And again, ombre that out and ombre that out again. Yeah, wonderful it is. Okay. Now, if you want to add some more shadow right at the edge, you can. But the edge is supposed to be completely solid. Completely solid level too. Okay, let me see. Beautiful. Make sure that the side is not too thick so it doesn't interfere with the shape. Beautiful, Kia, right now. Absolutely beautiful. What is it that you're eating that smells so good? Spaghetti.
No.
We have spaghetti. Okay, so
You
again,
got spaghetti. I'm eating the
thick
egg.
part. Later on, you still have to go back to stained glass gel, though. You're not done with stained glass gel. Okay. So right now, your nail is at 180 per service. I haven't designed on. I haven't put crystal on yet, so it will cost a little more. By the time I'm done with the crystal, by the time I'm done with the snowflakes and the icicle, make sure you blend it all the way down. Checking up here, add more gel if you like. Remember, shadow is very forgiving. You don't have to worry about wrinkle anymore. Okay, hear this? Actually, looking out on the side a little bit. Don't want it to be too thick on the side. Hear this? Now it's easy. Now stained glass gel, to slap it on and ombre a little bit. Stained glass gel, very easy. So this is number 11 again. I put a little too much on. I don't need this much. Wipe it out right here. Need a little bit, that's all. Wipe your brush and brush it down. Easy at that. See that? So easy. Here. just the right material. That's what most people, they would try to take black, just just one just one kind of black, a black polish or black gel pen, and they would take forever try to make a perfect ombre. Now I use different part. There's a time for a black gel polish. There is a time for a black gel paint, and there definitely is a time for a black stained glass gel. But as you can tell, it is so easy if we just use a proper material for each part. Make our life easier. Perfect ombre. At that point, the service can be done, and you can pocket $180 just like that with any length. It's number 4.
Russia loves you, honey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Russia. Okay, so now I am ready to. What did I do? I'm matted. Okay, so I want the one up here to be matte and one down here to be shiny. I put on matted. Gonna put on matted first over everything. Over everything on the 2 middle nails. The 2 nail index and pinky, I'm just gonna gloss it all the way. But it's matted right here. Apply it on. And I'm not gonna apply on just the pink part. I'm gonna apply it all over just because I have drawn just the pink part, just the black part. There's a little separation right here that I need to get rid of with some good top coat. Hear this?
Honey block. You're not blocked from here.
Oh my God.
I know, right?
I need to block this person. I need to reach exactly what I say.
We are anti-pussy. We are.
Oh God, I want to give me some pussies till I feel comfortable. Oh my
We don't
God.
have any to give out at all.
Oh my God.
This is not.
I mean, it's intriguing, but wrong channel. Block 10.
Wait. You know what? We shouldn't jump to conclusions. Maybe somebody else
Yeah.
wants to.
Yeah. See me on OnlyFans. It's a different website. Not here. Here's different. We're serious. We do nail art. We create beauty. Raunchy part will be for later.
Raunchy.
No. So, where is it? It's right here. So I'm gonna put on some matted on this finger too.
Maybe there's a timeshare we could do with.
Yeah. See.
All the time for Lynn's not to be here.
Yeah. They're just in the wrong channels. I mean, they don't project hate. They project love too, I guess. Just in a weird way. Save it for later. Wrong page, buddy.
Wrong page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm scheduled for now live at 11, not OnlyFans live. That's like at midnight, honey.
right. After dark. With
Yeah, and I teach now for free, but it's nothing free on OnlyFans, honey. Should I make an OnlyFans?
Sure. Well,
I'm sure I have different crowd audience too. That wouldn't be free. That would be charging for every lesson.
Oh.
And I wouldn't be performing either. I would teach too. I will also teach. Everywhere I go, I teach. Okay, I'm not performing. Better have that cash app ready, buddy.
He said too much love.
Yeah, right. Much love. Okay, now I'm gonna have shined it here.
What is the where'd it go?
No, the family is not allowed.
The most difficult pattern or design you do on nails.
Difficult. That is no longer anything that are difficult to me. There are things that are time consuming, and there are things that are not time consuming. The most fasted, not time consuming type of art that I do is design that are depending on product. Get this? Because that is type of design that everybody can do. So that totally is not time consuming at all because you're depending on your product, not your skill, just your knowledge of layers. I would say that this is a type of design that depend on product. Except for the ombre, you still need a little education on your ombre stroke pattern that you can find in the ombre story highlight that I have saved for you on both of my page. The little circle on my page, you will find one that called Ombre Live. You can learn that so you can equip with this design too. Medium design will be like 3D things or things that require a lot of layers, things like that will be a little bit time consuming, just a little. And then portrait. Portrait is absolutely time consuming. So those are different type of art that I do that have different timing, but nothing is difficult.
So, quickie, will you add shiny on the part down too?
Yes, I will. I will ask shiny on it. Okay. So of course, if you want to leave it like that, you can. But I'm gonna ask shiny on it. This type of mat, if I want to put shine on, I do want to wipe it with alcohol, just because this type of mat are very velvety, and when I put like super shiny slick on, it might spread a little bit just because of the background is very velvety. So I want to prevent that by clean this with alcohol first. Just rub on it, focus near these the edge right here. Okay, so now I'm done. Now I need a clean palette for myself, and with Shanded, I'm gonna apply on the clean palette. So here's Shanded. Put it out. Okay. Okay, now I need a 10mm brush. Actually, a 7 would be better. Okay. Now with a 7mm brush, with some Shanded top coat, you can use any no white top coat. Just use a really good top coat so it doesn't scratch on it or anything. I am painting right at the edge just because it's nice and precise. So I use an eyeliner brush. But when I'm done with these edges, then I will go ahead and use the brush that was provided on the polished model to paint down to save time. But I need to go through this edge nice and precise. Now, I'm gonna take Shanded. From here, I'm gonna stroke it down all the way. Okay. So normally, if I don't clean it with alcohol, what happened is up here, right at the edge, it will start to going down just a little bit. So it's gonna spread down just a little bit, just because of the top coat is very velvety and it just done curing. So I wipe it with alcohol just to make the background like squeaky
Squeaky?
clean. I wouldn't say squeaky clean because it's not dirty. I just say it's squeaky,
Like the Dawn sound.
yeah,
Dawn
like that.
clean.
So now it's perfect. It doesn't spread right at the edge. So remember that if it ever happened to you at the edge, that means that when you put shine on mat, the mat is too velvety, staticky. So make sure you clean it with alcohol so you can have a nice, good, clean edge. See? Again, apply on the edge. Just put on a decent amount because you end up gonna have to drag all that down anyway.
Does Jell-O adhere chrome?
Yes, it does. It does. Okay. So now with the top coat, I run it down.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, Body Nose.
Hi, body now. Yeah, I want to hear something funny.
My husband bought me a bunch of your products last night for Christmas. He doesn't know yet. What do you want for Christmas?
You
Don't worry about it. You
things.
already. I love it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I already taken care of it. Oh my god, that's funny. So sneaky. Okay. So now, beautiful foundation. I'm gonna clear this. At this point, it's still 180, just because there's no design on it yet. So right now, I'm gonna add some glacier right in this part right here. We already learned the cuticle glacier yesterday. I will refresh the memory. I'm gonna use white art gel. You can use pigment base if you like. If you ready for it, you know. If you aware and if you clear on time, all that, you can use pigment base, white pigment base. But see, I'm gonna use white art gels. You know what?
What?
I'm gonna use white pigment base just to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna use white pigment base just to show you because I explained earlier that nail polish adheres sugar acrylic way better than gel pen. So just a change. I'm almost out. I have been using a lot of pigment base.
You go get your bottle.
Give me a bottle. The bottle right here.
Right.
Get me a bottle. Okay. So Glacier, I want to draw cuticle first and make sure that this side going down. Okay. So that is your first glacier on both sides right here. This side too. So you have 1, 2 so far. Okay. Color it in or color in later, however you want it. Now, it'd be good to make it a little even before you start. Okay. So you aim right in the center and you go down. 1. This will be the longest piece. It's right in the middle. See, pigment base is require a little more of my focus because it's thinner. And anything that are thin are difficult to draw a line and beside than thick one. Because thick, you can drag it. So it's easy. Thin, you have to have control. Small one. Small. Medium. Medium. Okay. Now the small one. Small one here. And add a little bit longer. Okay. So that is a cuticle. Now, I'm not gonna leave it like that. Not like art gel. Art gel I can just leave it like that. This, I'm gonna shoot it right away. So I'm gonna use clear acrylic. You can use any brand of clear acrylic. You probably already have a bottle of clear acrylic in your station. You can use that. You can also use dipping powders. The only reason why I turn it around because there is no finger right here. But your client have a finger, so you don't have to turn it around. I just turn it around because I don't want acrylic to fall into this. Thank you, honey. So I put acrylic on it immediately just for it to soak in, just for it to stay still and don't move. Then I can work on the other finger and then go back to it later. I'm going to leave it right here. That is one thing about working with gel polish. You do want to take care of it as soon as possible, just because it's a little more unpredictable than others. Now, you don't have to really watch out for it that much in sweater pattern, because in your sweater pattern, your detail are not blending together. Your detail are apart, further apart. This glacier is all one piece blending together. So you don't want to let it go for too long, or else it'll be more blend. Something worth to experiment so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go right in the middle really long. See, this part right here is easier with art gel, but with gel polish, I'm a little shaky. Okay, little one right here in the middle. Small little one right here. Okay, and what I mean is, you see this blend right here, if you leave them too long, it might be blending down more, just because it's nice and thin and everything touching each other. So with situation like that, you do want to go ahead and put acrylic on it.
Do you need to put top coat on a sugared nail?
No, you don't need to, unless you want to. You don't need to, because when you pack with acrylic, it'll be like, if you ever take white acrylic and do like a 3D rose, cut 90% of people probably already done some sort of 3D rose acrylic. It'll be like that. It'll be like a piece of 3D acrylic. No top coat needed. Just like when you take acrylic and do a rose, it'll be just like that. So see, it's just like 3D, except you don't use monomer. You use gels. So it's easier. Okay. I'm gonna kill this. And then there is glitter sugar. It's also different too, because glitter sugar is not like acrylic. It couldn't soak up all the way into the gel. It can only stay on top. So when I do sugar, what I do, I paint the detail first. I top coat everything. Matte, shine, that's up to me. Then after I clear everything, then I tray top coat onto the design, which is flat because I done that first, and then I top coat it. So now everything is flat. Then I put top coat on the design, and I put sugar on. So the sugar stick on the top coat. It doesn't stick onto the gel, because if I want to put sugar on the gel, if I want to put any powder on the gel, I have to make sure it's soaked up into the gel fully. But glitter, it just linger on top, so I don't want it to just linger on top and then underneath it's still wet. So that's how I do it. I draw it out first, I top coat it, then I use shine top coat to adhere to glitters. It's a little bit different, a little confused to explain about. I will do it sometime too. Okay, after I'm done, I am gonna do some snowflake. Now I have to use art gel. There is no way that I can do that with pigment base at all. Throw these two bottles away. So I use this. I survive using this, but now I have to use white art gel. I have to use this now because I'm dealing with these details now. Okay, so I art gel out with my 10 millimeters. Okay. Hi, Abby. Hi, Lily. Now study. Okay. I'm gonna roll it around just to make sure I well saturate it, and then I'm gonna pour it out, make it slimmer. Let's get ready for our snowflake. So let's do a 6-wing snowflake. One, this is gonna be a middle. 1, 2, just make sure that everything's spaced correctly. 1, 2, 3. Now connect that with the middle of the middle of the snowflake all the way out. Connect this with the middle of the snowflake and then go all the way out. So now everything is nice, even. Pick up just a little bit of gel right at the tip, just a little bit. So now at the tip, you have a little bit of gel. Okay. So it's that you press it right here and you blend it in. You shall do that to all the angles. Make sure that it is nice and smooth. Blend. Blend. You can. Yes, you can. Turn it around. Yes. That's the most difficult part is this part down here. But I want my snowflake to be perfect. I want it to blend well. Smooth. I want it to be smooth.
Good. Sassafras says, I can't draw a straight line if my life depended on it. I keep wondering if it's because I'm left-handed or just crooked.
No, left-handed have a lot to do with the perception. Crooked, not because shaky is different. Okay, shaky hand is different. Now, if your hand is not shaky or anything, you just draw crooked. That is something that I have too. I have a unlevel eye. I couldn't detect, so I always lopsided. If that what you mean, but shaky is different. Shaky is come from the nerve, come from your anxiety or whatever it is. It's shaky. It's different than crooked.
I just remembered a question from way up there, and I don't remember if I asked it or not, but can you mix pigment with Jell-O?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Okay, blend it in. You remember back in the day when Snowflake is still like a challenge? And it's a challenge because it looks so complex. And of course, it's not really a challenge because it's just basic lines and all that. So everybody, after they do this snowflake, they're like, oh my God, look, it's so amazing. Just because snowflake is a repeated pattern. So it doesn't matter how awful the detail is, it's still going to look amazing after it's done. Wonder if anybody ever been through that. I remember First time drawing snowflake, I was so excited. I'd be like, oh, look at my snowflake. So beautiful. Okay. One last one over here. Colored in. Now I want teardrop, press, and lip. That's require you for you to take gel a certain way. See, I don't dip the whole thing inside my gel. I only use a tip just to get a bead of art gel. So when I lay it down, I just lay a bead down, and then when I pour it in, I'm out of gel. So it's thinner right here. So that's require you to take your gel a certain way onto your brush. How to properly load gel to create a teardrop pattern. You only want it to be thick right at the head, but when you pour in, you want it to be sharp. So you don't need gel through all over your brush. You just need gel on the tip of your brush. Let's do one right here too, and we see what we think about this.
Is that a 10 millimeter?
It is a 10 millimeter brush. Okay. Pour it out, straight out.
I really like that ice underneath with some. Now you put that snowflake on there, just stunning.
It's come together.
Yes.
I need a couple more.
Snowflakes?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
A couple of tiny ones. Just because this side is a little lower than this side. This side a little higher, the snowflake is. This side a little low.
Why
So I couldn't have just two.
you could charge less. You could.
One right here. I'm gonna press going in. Press that going up. Then probably two more on each side. Two more on each side right here too on this side. And then I'm gonna drag it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Better. I need another one, probably up here. No, two here, down here too. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again on this side, and pull it out with a clean brush, of course. Not necessarily gel free, just a brush that doesn't have a lot of gel on it. Easier to pull it out. And let's pull this top up just a little bit.
I agree, gifted hands. That snowflake is so perfect.
Okay. Now I think we're ready.
We ready?
We're ready for sure. I wonder if I sugar this yet.
Good morning, Dazzle
Okay.
Nows.
Hi, that's some nails. Okay, so now I need clear acrylic of any kind, any brand would do. Now I need a spoon. Okay, so I'm putting it on 2 times. Cause you know that it needs time for it to sink down to the gel, so I'm leaving it here for it to rest.
Rez?
Yeah, it need time to rest. I have been telling you guys that for a long, long time. You have to let it rest for about a couple minutes. Then you come back to it. Most people will kill it right away. You don't want to kill it right away. See, now it's red. It's getting a little wetter, a little more waxy. This is the time for you to pack more acrylic on. Pack it well so you can dust it even before it's cured. You can dust wet gel. Now, if you dust it and it smear on you, that means you're not packing good enough. Or that means you use too stiff of a brush. The fluffy will never ruin your gel if it packed good enough.
Clear. What's the sugar?
It's clear acrylic of any brand. So you probably have a bottle somewhere in your station. You can use that. You can also use dipping powder too, like that. And it probably would to give it another try. See, it's already a little more waxy already. That means it needs more. But you want to pack it good enough so it's like a 3D element on your nail. It's like a 3D rose. If you ever done a 3D rose on people now, you know that the 3D rose, it doesn't come up on people nails at all. It will be the last thing that lasts. It's very sturdy, and you want it to be just as sturdy as a 3D rose. So that's required you to pay more attention to it.
So directly on the color gel, or does it need top coat?
It's directly on the gel. It don't need any top coat at all. Directly on the top coat. Okay, after you dust it and everything like that, I'm gonna cure this. Okay, so this one, let's see. This one is pretty decent. It's not as waxy as the other one. It probably only need one more, and that's it. See how it does it before it's clear? People are always amazed at that. Like, isn't the gel gonna ruin when you does it? No, it's not. It's not gonna ruin at all. Clear. That will keep it from being ashy after it's clear. But most of the time when you use, like, let's say black gel, you do emboss, and when you take it out, it's not black emboss. It's kind of like ashy. It's have a little grayish layer. It because there's like loose dust on top. You don't want that. That's why I does it first before I clear. So my 3D element, it can be a nice, clean emboss. It's not messy. It's not unattractive. But emboss can be unattractive if it's not doing properly. But do it properly, the result are overwhelming. You can make easily viral content with a sweater now. It's big in winters. Okay. Let me see if it need anything else. So far so good. Um to me it doesn't need anything else. Do you think it's need anything else, Dustin?
I don't.
Any snowflake right at the tip here? I like I probably can do something at the tip here if it were to be needed.
I don't know what you put.
To me, it's look pretty elegant.
It looks very.
A few
maybe
snowflake.
like one black graphite stone or something like that. Maybe like here
Ooh,
on the
that's
curvature, but really, it's plainness is.
so 180. 180 with all the embossed design. I would say $60 for the entire hand. It depend on how you are with your design. 180 that'd be 240, and then I pop on a few graphite crystal, charge them $10 or $20 up to you. So 240, including crystal, will be about 250, 260. So it's about a $250 set. Before, when we have to use plastic food wrap, it costs a little more, and but same result, just because plastic food wrap is a little bit inconvenient to do, because you have to go find it. You don't have plastic food wrap at your nail station. You have to go to the kitchen.
The kitchen?
Yeah, and disturb Chelsea that are eating in the kitchen. You have to disturb her. Can I borrow some plastic food wrap? You no longer have to do that. Now you can just... Yes, I care though already. Now you can just use Jell-O.
So with that price, is that for just the art, or does that include your base?
I believe that I including $60 foundation in there already. I started out with these Glacier and Ombre service. I believe it's what, $80, $90.
Yeah, it does require V-nails, good brushes to get
Very.
things
Oh,
perfect.
yeah, absolutely. Tool is always required. I mean, if you cook, you know.
If you cook.
If you cook, you know. If you cook, you know, because a person that doesn't know how to cook, they thought that all you need is some pot and pan and some food. No, you need all the knife, shear knife. You need knife to a chef knife. You need a fillet knife. You need all the utensil. You need a little silicone brush. You can brush like glaze or sauce underneath. You need a tenderizer. You need a cutting board, probably a few cutting board, a big wooden one, a few little plastic one. You know, you need that. You need all kind of different fork. You need a closet of seasoning. You need rosemary. You need parsley. You need oregano. You need black pepper. You need cumin. You need everything. If you cook, you will know that tool and material will determine your dish. It's not just for amateur that doesn't know how to cook. They be like, oh, I just need, oh, can you cook at my house? I don't have my stuff. They be like, I have some pot and pan, and I have like a steak in my freezer. I like, you kidding? I need like a whole thing. I need my own kitchen because I already have what I have in there for my kitchen. Everything is ready. Just like a nail station, you need a professional nail artist will know that I cannot just go somewhere else and do a nail set. I could not use the stuff that they already have. I have my stuff. I know where it is. It's determined my nail set.
Gosh, I feel like this is a conversation we had when we first got together, and I was
Yes.
trying to,
Yes. So this is the set we're doing today. I might do a judgment, but if I do, you see it online. I think this is very elegant. Just to add any more in it would definitely kind of taking it down instead of pushing it up. So the star for today is the background, glacier background that we did with Jellos and the ombre.
I love you.
What is the best cleaning step if you don't mind on brushes? So when I'm done with my brush, this is my brush. So why I'm doing it, my cleaning step will be alcohol or acetone. For my brush, you can definitely use acetone, but if you want, you can use alcohol too, 90%. I don't poke it down like this because that ruins your brush. I lay it flat on the wall and I twist it like that. So I don't poke it. I don't jab it into the wall. I lay it parallel and then I twist. And then that is why I do in between if I want to. If I want to do like white and then I move to orange, I don't need to clean that. I just need to wipe it out. But if I do like black, yeah, I need to clean that before I move to white so it don't contaminate my white. So depending on the situation, that's how you clean with alcohol. Now uh, when I'm done with everything, then what I do is that I wipe it, but I don't like clean it thoroughly because there is still a nice layer of gel and it's gonna stay on to keep my brush condition, keep it nicely shaped. I can do that because my brush have a lid. So my brush have a lid, so it's sunlight doesn't kill it. So that is how I do it. And I go to sleep, and the next day when I come back to my nail salon, I meet a new customer. When I'm ready to design for her, I pull out this brush. At this point, it's nicely shaped and conditioned. Before I draw, before I take out my gel and start drawing, I give it one cleaning just to remove the conditioned layer that have stayed overnight. Then I'm ready to dip it into my new gel and use it again. So when I deep cleaned it, I do that before I use it, not after. Because after you're done with your day, if you were to clean everything out, now your brush doesn't have any gel on it at all. And then you close your lid and you let it stay nice and dry overnight, over 24 hours of nothing on it. That will make its lifespan shorter. So you want to prolong its lifespan, you have to keep some kind of condition on it when you don't use it for a long period of time. Just like when you get out the shower, you don't really just like towel your hair dry and then go to bed because you end up with poofy hair when you wake up in the morning. So what you do when you're done stepping out the shower, you clean your hair, you have to like put some kind of condition on it or something, some kind of oil on it, some jojoba oil, and the same with the face. Everything is nicely conditioned, and then you go to bed. So you wake up all nice and fresh. You don't wake up with snake skin on your face and all that. So same things.
Beautiful job, honey.
Thank you. All done today. Thank you, Wisey Goat. You're welcome, Christy Casper. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my palette. Uh, mm,
In the meantime, I feel horrible because I've never used conditioner.
Tomorrow I need to be up live. I need it's picture and video day. After this round of picture and video day, I will have about 9 different content ahead, because last time I have 6 different content. Now I have 9 different content ahead of me. I can finally save time for some interactive live and some organized live. After this round, I'm gonna have 9 different content, so it's good to go for like 2 weeks of posting. Okay, everything is done. Can I have the medium phone, Dustin, so I can tell people about the WhatsApp? So again, for those of you that already seen it, but those of you that haven't seen it yet, I have a WhatsApp group, and inside the WhatsApp group, when you joined it, it's free to join. You joined it, and whenever I go on live, you get the alert. I will go in and I will tell you exactly when I'm on live. I told you a couple of times actually. I told you an hour later we're gonna be on live, and then right when I'm going live, I tell you again, just because sometimes I'm behind on unexpected things. And when I have a big sale, if you want, when I have a big sale, I also text on the group all the coupon that you need and the day and time when the sale start, when the sale end. I also include it in here. So there is a group for you to join for those that like to follow on the exact time that I be on. Hi, I'm Asian Mommy. I'm pretty good. Doing great. Love the WhatsApp notification. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Tino and Dustin, Tara, great moderator. Thank you, Whisper Now by Dee. Okay, so now that it's done, I'm gonna get up live and I'm gonna post this in about 1 minute. I will post it right away. Let me see. You're amazing. I love your nail art and all your commentary. Thank you, Lawrence. My nail video that I post, the one that just music, or the one that you don't need explanation, you just need to copy it. But the one that I comment is the type of live that that you need commentary, because it's important. Whenever I comment on a video, it means that you need to know all the trick in it. Without a commentary, you wouldn't understand. So I have 2 type of live that I'm doing right now. And then once in a while, I post all the inspo picture. Thank you, Ratna, Guta Obi. Hi, Tanya. For Australia. Oh, you're on today at 1 o'clock. Hello, Haiti. Okay. Okay. Everything's good. I love this one, so I can learn from the best. Hi, from Arizona. Ratna Gupta Obi is from India. I know a few people from India, actually. Hi, Sukana. Such a great inspiration in the nails artwork. Thank you, thank you. Uh, Paradigm say, can you recommend how you schedule content, like how you do decide when you go in to edit, when you doing live, edit when you go live, and when you do interactive live. I don't know if I need better time management, but I need help. It depends. So if you ask when I do it, so you can follow, it's easy. It's on WhatsApp group, but if you ask about my content schedule, it's crazy. It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
wouldn't say there's really a schedule. It's more like you have a long list of everything
It's
needs to
crazy.
be done.
So I'll tell you. So right now I'm doing a lot better, because before this I get freaked out every month. Every month. Okay, so a week ago is when I up live to do my video. At that time I have 6 content ahead. Now I only have 1 content ahead, just because all this time I have been posting every day. So now is a time when I'm almost freaking out again. That's why I'm offline tomorrow, because now I have none video. I already done those because I'm smart. I done it first before I didn't do it first. So at this point, I'm still need to make video, which are even more like a disaster. Right now, I already done all this video that I need to get done. I already done that. I just have to complete it, bedazzle it, so I can go take picture and video. So that is tomorrow. Today I have to complete all that. So that's my schedule is I do video first, then I go on live to teach. Some video I don't do the need go live. I make video right away. But then there's a day that I have to take picture. I have to take teaser, which means me posting it on my hand. So that is a day that I need to do that. Then after I do that, I edit everything. I put everything together and I post it. And after I'm done with those, I will have about 9 different content ahead. But it doesn't stay ahead for so long 'cause I post every single day. Whenever I'm almost running out of content, I get into a panic mode. I get into a little bit of like depression, like I keep worrying that tomorrow I'm not gonna have any posts. I have come to Cindy for that. I say, Cindy, how do you handle with such a normal inventory? Because mine, I constantly, stress about having enough content, having to do because I do have deadline. So Cindy told me that you have a list. You can either write down or keep in your head, whatever. I decided to write down because if I'm not writing my list down, I will constantly thinking about my list because I don't want to forget it. And my lists are so much. I have so much on my list I have to do. So I write it down, and she say you do it one at a time. So which one you have to do first? You prioritize that. So you have to prioritize the thing that you're desperate to get done, or else you'll be screwed. You have to do that first, and then you don't think about anything else. Why are you doing that? And when you're done with one thing, you move on to the next. That's all you can do. There's no point of stressing because if you stress, it can take you longer to do it. You just do one thing at a time. It sounds pretty simple, but it helped me a lot. It helped me a lot because now I'm trying not to stretch, even though I couldn't help it. I'm trying not to stretch. I just remember what Cindy say. I just do one thing at a time, and when it's done, and then move on to the next. It helped me a lot because before I would do this while I'm thinking about 10 different things that I have to do. It doesn't get faster. It gets slower because I'm doing this, but I'm not into it. I'm stressed. I'm stressed about what else do I have to do. Stuff doesn't get done that way, especially when you have a whole list. I don't know if I will post it on here. I'm gonna check. Maybe it's uploaded on the iPad so I can show you my list. I have a lot. If I save it in project or nails word, save it in nails word. I don't think I save it in here. Project. Yeah, I don't save it in here, but yeah, it's a long list. Many different things, not just one thing. Not just simple of taking videos and picture. Well, that's simple, but there's many little steps. Live stream is one of them because all the live video that need to be explained, if it's just 1 minute video, then it'll be pointless. So I only have 1 minute video without live for the thing that doesn't need live. But these need live because I have to explain how stuff really work and all the troubleshooting that you might have. I see the length. I'm immediately overwhelmed. Exactly, done now. Um, that is just something that we put up with. That's it. That is something you would deal with for the rest of your life. That's all kind of way to cope with it. But you're always gonna feel like that. That's just how artists feel. Artists feel like that. That means you're an artist. There is time that you're riding high because you have security with your work. Time when you run low or a long time when you don't producing much, you will get into the stage where you're going crazy. Mm, mine is always chocolate. I eat chocolate. I eat food to make me feel better, and then I get on it again. But whatever coping mechanism you can come up with, and then hard at work, busy at work, and then you will experience the reward. The reward is when you go up, when you have great like on Instagram, you have great traffic, when everything go well, you know what I mean, when all your post is successful, then you experience a high again. At that time, that's when you go out and party and go into club and all that. But don't do that long because eventually you run out of content again. So that is a wave that you will be riding for the rest of your life. It's just how people start creating things. They just experience that all the time. It's it's called the what is called the artist something. The artist struggle. The struggle of an artist. That's just how it is. For those that only watch live to recreate, to do now for on the customer and to make money, that's easy. That's not a designer. That's just, nail artist, nail tech. So it's way easier, but to have to design is a lot of work because that's a lot of different little steps. It's take to design video making, content making. That's a little more. I wish that I can find a team to help me, but until this day, I don't find anybody that good enough to help. It's hard to choose content because so much already out there. So original work is my struggle. That's never one of my struggle. I'm very easy inspired.
Well, really, once you learn the techniques and your skills,
Yeah.
now this is for them, and your skills good, then you rely on your client to bring the designs.
Well, that's one thing that have been telling people is mm, everybody is creative and everybody is original. It's the thing is not everybody know all the technique. So again, when you doesn't equip with enough technique to do whatever you want, you're gonna have a limit. You're gonna be like, well, I can do Mickey Mouse, I can do Hello Kitty, but I don't know how to do Rudolph or Santa. So when it comes to creating an original work, you only have this much to go with. You only have either Hello Kitty or Mickey Mouse. So of course you're gonna run out of idea because you only have this much. Versus when you have all the technique that you want, you can make anything you can imagine. At that point, you will discover that you're pretty creative. You just don't have the tool. Uh, I'm gonna go back to the kitchen again. Like the kitchen, if you have a full kitchen of blender and all all the knife and all the machine and all the toasters and season, if you have not just common season, but you have gourmet season, you have uh, tomato import from Italy, you have Parma ham import from Italy, you have black truffle that been snipped out by pig in Germany. And you have black chicken that been raised from China. You have ginseng, thousands of years old, have been adopted from Korea. So now you're gonna be creative. You can be like, I can make silky chicken. I can cook a little mushroom soup. I can use a little black truffle to make these side dishes. I can whip up a sauce using what is it? Vanilla, because I have vanilla bean from California. I don't have to use a little powder for vanilla that they have. So I'm gonna be creative with my cooking. Versus if you have like a kitchen with 3 pots and some salt and peppers and then a steak right in the freezer, guess what? You're not gonna be creative with your cooking. You're gonna be like, well, I can make steak, or I can make beef stew soup, or I can make what else can I make? I'm so like out of idea what I can make. It's not because you don't have idea. It's because you have limited amount of supplies. If you have limited amount of knowledge, you know what I mean? So you need more knowledge, you need more supply. But for idea, you have it. You have all the ideas that you need. You just have to have enough equipment and enough knowledge on like if you want to do an ombre, you can do an ombre right away. If you do want to do line work, whatever line work it is, you can do that. See, most people still struggle with complicated line work. Most people still intimidate with ombre. And when it comes to pigments, most people still a little bit uncomfortable with pigment. People that know pigment will dive right into it. People that uncomfortable with pigment, they will most likely want to steer up the other way. So remember that you want to be creative, you have to have enough practice on every angle, not just what you're comfortable with. You know, that's why on my page you see character painting, you see layers design, you see design that are designer design, sexy design, you see abstract design, you see element design like snow, ice, water, fire, wood. I know how to do all of that just because I need to expand my perimeter. Because if let's for example, let's say all you do is character painting. Well, guess what? When it comes to a season that you couldn't come up with any character, then you be stuck. You know what I mean? So you want to do each of everything because you need to be well rounded. So let's say you want to paint Mickey Mouse, but you just don't want to paint everything. You want this finger to be like a 3D heart, and then the other finger, you want glow firework effect. Well, I know glow effect. I know how to do firework using glow effect. I know how to do 3D. I can incorporate all that into a design that have character but have everything else too. It's very important to be well-rounded. That's why I'm very big on practicing, because sometimes, especially when people say, oh, well, I don't need to practice on this because my clientele like this more than they like that. That's a big mistake. Just because your clientele doesn't expose to your full potential yet doesn't mean that later on they will not go somewhere else because that other person know how to do other things rather than you do. You only know how to do a few things. And even when you do those few things really good, people like diversity. Because remember, we are in the industry of nails. Nails, people wear nails like people get dressed every day. People like to be diverse. They like to be different. They are in a different mode today. Today, I want to be a good girl, and tomorrow, I want to be a bad girl. And then the next day, I want to wear red, and the next day later, I want to wear white. You know, I want to, in the Valentine, I want to be an angel this week and a devil the next week. I want to change my look, and people love that. They love diversity. So you got to know how to do everything, or else you'll be sorry later that you don't see your client coming back. And when you don't see the client coming back, that means they find someone else that can do more. So I am gonna post this 1 minute later. And tomorrow, remember, I'm up live again. Oh, thank you, Suavecito. Thank you, thank you. How do you get clients to try new design? I save a lot of pictures here on Instagram, but my clients are so reserved. I don't get to do a lot of fun design. Okay, so that's different. If your client are reserved, that's just them. That's just how they are. But if you have post it on Instagram and your clients see that and they still very reserved, that's just a personality. Versus before, how I get my client is that I post on my Instagram and I have sample right on my desk. I have all different sample, so they get to look. And if they are an adventure person, they will be like, "Ooh, look at those! I want this. I want that. I want that." So they will want to design just because they see it. They see it on your social media. They see it in your nail station. Now, the people that are reserved, that's a different breed. I like reserved people too. Before, I have a group of about 10 people that only like pink and white. And Tino love a challenge. Tino love a challenge. Just because you don't like gingerbread man and such, that doesn't mean that you don't like different style. You're just an elegant person. An elegant person is a person that's afraid of colors. They're afraid of like pattern. They want it to be simplistic. That doesn't mean they don't like art. Before, I have 10 girls that all they do is pink and white. Okay? And trust me, I nailed the pink and white down. And about 3 visits, I say, what do you think of, you know, pink and white ombre? This is 10 years ago. So ombre is not a thing. They're like, I don't know. I'm so scared. I'm like, it's okay. Fine, fine, fine. Just give it time. Just give it time. But at every visit, I kind of give her a suggestion. I don't force her to give her a suggestion. I do that with every all 10 girl. And one of them decided to give in a little bit. She's like, okay, I do a pink and white ombre. So I did a pink and white ombre on her. Some of them work together in the same place. Next time, all the girls come in for a pink and white ombre because now they hook with the pink and white ombre. So now I'd be like, what do you think of a pink background with like white lace over it? And they'd be like, oh, I'm so scared. I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, come on, you trust me on the pink and white ombre? Come on, you can do that. So a couple of times they like, okay, maybe one ring fingers. So I did pink and white ombre on all nails, and the ring finger I did just a pink, and I did white lace, and she loved it. She's like, oh my god, who are you? You're so great. So the next time we come back, we do something different. We do all pink with white lace, but just on the tips. Oh, they love it too. And then I like, you should try V tip. So they're like, what is V tip? So like, okay, it's like a French tip, but it's in a V shape. It's white. It's white. She's like, oh, okay, let's go for it. I done that. She love it. And then coming back, but of course you have to do a good job. Coming back and I say, okay, I know we never done this, but how about white opals? So pink with white opals. She's like, oh my god, I'm so scared. I never done rhinestone before. Go for it. Come on. So it's gonna take a couple of time until she decides to go for it. But when she did go for it, this is your chance to impress her. You do a super good job. She into it. She gonna keep wanting to try more. And then I say, okay, you never done this before, but what about chrome? She like, huh? No, I don't like colors. only like pink and white. No, like no. That is it moonlight chrome, and it's like a white chrome. And when you put on pink nude, it's it's still pink nude, but it's just a beautiful chrome layer. It's so classy. I swear, it's so classy. And then how about a pink and white ombre and then chrome all over it? She's like, oh my god, I'm so scared. When I'm done, she's like, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it. So I just want you to know that creativity don't lay in pattern. Creativity don't lay in design. Like people that are watching Instagram, sometimes they scared because they think that the moment they think of design, they think of a Mickey Mouse on the hand, or like Powerpuff Girl on the hand, and that only work for people that like cartoon. But for people that doesn't like cartoon, that like elegant nail, it's they scared of it because they think that that's what you're gonna put on your client. No, creativity no boundary, especially for clients that have limit. You can stay within the limit and use a creativity power, and for those that have a hard time uh, expressing their creativity in a narrow perimeter, have me, because that's what I do on here. I'm on here. I don't teach just one thing. I explore all from difficult design to easy design to classy design to gaudy 3D design. I do everything, so you can learn from that.
And then something I learned through discussing it back when you did nails with the clients is a lot of them, a lot of people who don't want the intricate, fancy designs also usually don't have rhinestones on it. So usually, if you can just get them to wear a rhinestone or two, what happens is they start getting compliments from people. Once they get them compliments, then they want more.
Yeah, people are addicted. People are addicted to compliment. No, but no matter what. Like, speaking of random people, like all my nurses afraid of rhinestone, all my hairdresser afraid of rhinestone. So, yeah, you can convince them.
Me and Tony were thinking the same
You,
thing.
you can convince them, and they will reject you the first couple of times. But just that one day, if they decide to go for it, you have to know that this is a moment to shine. And if you fail at this moment, you're done. They're not gonna come. They're not gonna ask. They're not gonna agree to creativity anymore. So just remember that the moment a hairdresser allow you to put a rhinestone on their nail, you have to use all the knowledge that it takes you to make sure that that rhinestone doesn't get catch on the hair. And you watching my bling live, you already know what you need to do to make sure it's not catchy. You know, you have all the tools that you need just to make sure that the rhinestone is nice and smooth around the edge and it's not catching on you. Because if the hairdresser wearing a rhinestone back to the shop and seeing the client, and if the rhinestone catch on their hair, they are done with rhinestone forever. They will never trust you again ever. So you have to make sure that if you want to bake your client in, you have to make sure you're ready to make sure that you give them everything that they need to make sure that they wear that set with full complement with no issue. Because if they have issue, that's it, it's over. So remember that you have to get ready when it's time to shine. You have to make sure you're done well. And then when they hook, you can ease down a little bit. You only need to like be intense the first time, but the second and third time when they go everywhere and they get compliment at that time, you can ease down a little bit because they already hooked. They're gonna come back and come back. So you just make sure that your client is hooked. It's hard work. Throughout all this year of doing now, there's many manipulation going on with client because client are scary cat. Client doesn't like long nail. That's also I have trick for that too. There is a way to manipulate your client to wear long nail, and I will tell you. So at first they start out like this short, okay. I don't force them. I like, yeah, whatever you want. So I have, because my client is standing client, so it's not just one or two times. It's a lifetime of commitment. So when they come in, the first 5 or 6 visits, I give them everything they want. I cut the shape down, everything they want, file, even give them a little round edge, even though I hate round edge. I give them everything, and then every time they come, I be like, do you want it, shorter? They say, yeah. Got it shorter. The next time they come, I make sure I ask them every time, do you want your nails shorter? They're like, yes. So after about 5 or 6 times, they would know that you're gonna ask that, you're gonna cut it down. So they let the guard down now. Okay, they're watching magazine, like, you want your nails shorter? They're like, yeah. So what I do is after 6 times, I instead of cut down about this much, I cut down halfway. So now it's not the length that it's growing now is this much, but the length that have been cut is only half. Okay, so it's a little longer, but they don't notice that because you're talking about a millimeters. So they don't notice that, but I do because I'm the one that cutting down. I know exactly how long it's grow out. I know exactly how much I cut, but she can feel that I'm cutting, so she don't pay attention. Okay, she sees the trimmer running and me filing. Okay, she's so she left. The next time again, she come back with a certain length that grow out. This time I cut that length. Okay, I don't cheat this time. I cut that length. But then when she come back again, I cut half length. And then when she come back again, I cut full length. And then half length and full length. Because I sneak it in between so she don't notice the drastic difference. Because from this side to this side, it would take at least 2 years to nurture it out that long. But at the end, when they look at the nail, and then one day when they look at their Facebook for the old post of 2 years ago, they'd be like, oh, my nails are so long now. They have no idea that it's grow out that long because, but at that time, what else can they say? Because they have been dealing with this length forever because it grown now so slow that they don't have issue picking up stuff, typing on their phone. They get used to it. Now, if they go shorter, they couldn't function. They couldn't navigate their fingers. So now they are long nail client. And some of them like long nail, walk in the like long nail right away. Let me tell you, out of 80 people, only about 3 people walk in and say, I want long nail. I want super long nail. But the rest are through manipulation over the years. I have sneaking it in because I need long nail to post on Instagram. But I don't want to force my client neither. I don't want to be mean. You know what I mean? I probably can force them. I probably like, you gotta do long nail. I'm not gonna put you on my list. But then they go home, they're gonna jumble around, breaking their nail, and come back and like, I told you so. I couldn't wear long nail. So I don't want that. That's a lesser way to go about. I just choose to ease it out throughout the years. So now they accidentally love long nail without trying to. They just accidentally love it. So that is something you can use if you struggle with how to I wouldn't say manipulate client, how to, it's for their own good, you know, how to take care of them silently, um in the background, you know what I mean. Whatever you need to to comfort yourself. But that's what I do to my clients. I make sure they lie them long nails. That's why all my nails long. But anyway, oh, and another thing is also the favor system. So while I'm doing the nail and while it's short, I keep raving about my other client. When I do nail for Becky, I keep raving about Susie. I'd be like, oh, I just had this new client, Susie. Oh my God, I love her so much. She wears such long nail. Do you want to see it? And then I will show her picture, and of course, it's fabulous. And like, I wish one day you can like have a chance to like experience this kind of beauty, you know. Right now, it's work for you. You just stick to whatever work for you. But Susie, oh my God, I'm crazy about Susie. I can't wait for next time. I wonder what she's gonna do next time. I'm feeling like cheetah print. I bet in cheetah print on her will be more beautiful on you, of course, because it's gonna be long. Because she have a long tip. I can do like an ombre on you. On your snub, if I do an ombre, it's gonna be like a French tip. We might well to do a short French tip. But on her, the ombre gonna be so drastic. It's gonna be so elegant. Yeah, so I also do that sometimes. Of course, not a dramatic that I want to show you, but that's basically the concept. Is, your client, of course, I'm assuming you're not a common nail tech. I'm assuming you know how to design and a little bit special on your shop. Then your client will want you to love them. They will want to be special in your life. So when you have another favor, they will be a little bit, um they will want to please you a little bit, just so they can be your favorite. But anyway, I see you later. Bye bye, everyone. I'm gonna get back to other work now, and I will repost it right away. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. That's my girl Inspiración now. Bye bye, everyone.